Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Luwawu is out there with Howard. And it's Monecki in at the power forward.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Luwawu. Drives to the hoop. It's deflected. Here's Davis, and it is flushed down with a nice jam. The visitors with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Howard. Here's Monecki. Off target with his three. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Smailagic. A three-pointer, no good. We played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Hall. Now here's Howard. Fades and shoots. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Sinks the three-pointer. Howard's got 6.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Wide open. Rebounded by Howard.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Smailagic. The tray. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. It's good. This game is all even.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Out to the wing. There's the three. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And it's Brazdeikis missing. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The long distance 3 is buried. 5 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Smailagic to stop the run. Rebounded by Howard.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter, and it's been ugly.
Stripped it away. And here's the break. Here's Smailagic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it. That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Over to the left wing. Trains it from beyond the arc. Smailagic has got 5 points so far.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Set of Kurski's. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. He's guarded by Howard. Takes a 3. The rebound by Luwawu. Luwawu's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Launches the 3, trains the three-pointer.
Now, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
From deep. Stolen. And they're running. For the finish, hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
The three drills the three-pointer.
3 points.
One second left. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. Again, they need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. They lead. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Wallace. No good on the three.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Fires from deep. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Servetus. Out to Wallace. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Servetus from downtown. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Servetus has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Rebound by Mitchell. Here's Servetus, and he's good on the three ball. Servetus has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Pass to Jock. From down in the low post, it goes.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Wallace. And a miss there on the triple. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Forrest. Inside. Unloads. Wide open shot is on the money. It's a close game here in Memphis. Here's Wallace. And it's off from three-point range. To the wing on the left. Yaramaz. Pass to Forrest. Bangs home the trifecta.
Forrest.
And here is Wallace. He has yet to score. Here's Servetus, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's Forrest from beyond the arc to the left side wing. Puts up a three. He can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Butkevicius buries it from three-point range.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Launches a three. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. Mitchell wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
So it's the visitors now, trailing here by 8.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Pass to Servidis. Shoots it up. The shot goes in. First shot, first best.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
For the 3. Rebound by Wallace.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
Good on the 13-footer.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Butkevicius, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 6.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Fires for 3. Good on the triple.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 7. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
35.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times.
And now as the... That is more than enough.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Pass to Manecki. Back to Howard. Sedikurski's, and he jams it with authority.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
They've got Howard, and it's Monecki in at the foresight.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Now here's Howard. He's got 6. Monecki misses. They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Howard. And it's Hall in at the pivot, manning the middle.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. That one, no good.
Marcus. First personal foul.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Hall in at the 5 spot. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And it's blocked. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. This one for 3. That shot, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Sedikurski's gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 9.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in 3-point territory, and he drills it.
To the wing right side, Ulanovitz. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Hall. Sedikurski's, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
boy, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Here's Luwawu. No good on the triple. Down low, and here comes the break. Count that one. Zalgiris has got 9 points.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Howard kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
There's the triple. That one's not going to go.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Pass to Manecki. Sedikurskis hits it from three-point range.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Three-pointer. And the basket by Zalgiris.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Sedikurskis. And Howard has it in the corner. It's good from long range. He's got 9.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Zalgiris. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Hall. Snatched away.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
He's guarded by Howard. There's the pick. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot.
He has not had the same focus we saw in that first half. Really struggling here in the second.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Pass to Brosdakis. Fade away. And no good. No good. Shot missing. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Leading. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Wallace, right side. Here's Servetus. Here's Mitchell. And the shot falls short this time.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Wallace misses.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. From outside the arc. He can't get that one.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
To end the run. Connects from three-point range. Wallace has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. He had a nice open look right there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Servetus, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Forrest, knocked away. Servetus passes to Wallace. The three, cans it from downtown. And that ties it up.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
To the paint, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And he converts the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Covered by Mitchell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Howard against Wallace. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wallace has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
To the inside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now.
No good from Howard.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wallace inside. Working on Howard. Nice shot by Wallace. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 5 from deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Ja. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A confident win and one where they cleared.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. From deep. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Lloyd. Pass to Horde. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Out to the right wing. Jokic knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
We played just over a minute here in the first. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
First
personal foul.
And that one misses. Six to shoot. And he drives in. Misses in close.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Team foul.
It's tipped. Here's Ward. Off target with the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
He takes it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Lloyd. Hits the three-pointer.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Smilagic. Tries it from 19. Pass to Brazdeikis. Launches it from deep. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Jokubaitis. The layup off target. 3-on-3. Here's Smilagic. And the layup is good off the glass.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
In transition, here they come. Pass to Horde. 1:07 left to play in the first. Here's Lloyd. From outside the arc. No luck on that one. And he makes it on the layup. He's got 12.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Hits the trifecta.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
The three won't go. And that makes him 5 for 8. Pass to Horde. For 3. Brazdeikis with the rebound.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And the basket by Smilagic. Here's Lloyd. Fires the 3. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Up 7, and we'll return shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Sends it home from three-point land.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Zalgiris misses. Here's Randolph. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Just 1 point separating the teams. Here's Wallace. Randolph grabs the miss. Check by Mitchell. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Watch by Wallace. Here's Randolph. Clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pretty even game going here in Memphis. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Servidis has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Wallace. Misses the 3. Wallace has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Let's go with a 3. The shot comes out. Here he goes. Deflected. In transition, here they come. Randolph gets the bucket. Randolph's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Servidis. Nails it from 3.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Watch by Wallace. Pass to Randolph. Fires the 3. Wallace pulls it in. And they're running. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good. Servidis has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Over to the left wing. Here's Randolph. Drives to the hoop. And a two-handed jam.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Outside Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get it to go. Here's Randolph. He has 6. And he dunks it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. On target from range. Servidis has got 12 points in the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And here they come. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And there's a pick. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so that brings the first half to a close. They're up 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
The defense should get a talk. They've been getting splashed on all game. And I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule. Appreciate you joining us. It's been...
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Lloyd. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. Lloyd's gone, just 1 for 4 so far. Here's Brasdeikis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. Both shots good from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Here's Lloyd. Connects from downtown. Lloyd's got his second basket of the night.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Out to the right wing. And a minute played as the second half gets going.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Smilagic. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Horde. Offensive rebound. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Lloyd's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Brasdeikis. There's the triple. To the left wing. From behind the arc. Can't get it to fall. That miss makes him 5 for 9. Launches a 3. Sinks the tray. He has 6.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. He's got it, 6 of 10 now.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Jokic sinks it from distance.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. Count it.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Lloyd, and there's the drive, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Nice open look, but it's no good. Jokic. That one's good for 2.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Sinks that one from the post.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
On the take. No good with a layup. Buries it from 3.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Brasdeikis, good.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Horde. Here's Lloyd. Here's Horde. Fires for 3. Lloyd can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Brasdeikis. Off the mark there with a 3. That one is off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Leading by 7. And time for a... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Randolph. The 3 is up. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Blocking foul called. Raphael, number 8. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Servetus. Long range from the inbound. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Mitchell grabs a miss. There's the 3. Counted from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Watch by Wallace. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Servetus. No good on the 3. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pure from 3-point range.
3 points.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage, he's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Check by Mitchell. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Here's Wallace. There's the drive. And he gets it to go. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
He drops it from range.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
From outside the arc. And that one's good. Servetus.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
To the left side wing. Oh, powered down with both hands.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Knocks down the triple.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate. Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Wallace. Fires the three. Servetus misses. Watch by Wallace.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 47 left in the final quarter. Here's Ward. Offline with a three.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And here's Wallace. Let's go with a three. Gets the three to fall. Wallace has got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Servetus. Off the mark there with a three. Here's Lloyd. Gabriel passes to Horde. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. So it's the home team now. They've led by as much as 10. Now here's Wallace. The D's right on him. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Gabriel. Here's Lloyd. Misses the three. Jacks up a three. Not going to go that time.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Fires from way outside. Offline. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Night presentation here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Count that one. Now here's Howard. To the middle. Ball stolen. Pass to Lloyd. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Saski. Pass to Manecki. Hits the three-point bomb.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
They get a hand on it. And they're pushing it up. Here's Luwawu. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
One-on-one here. Saski takes it inside.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Horde. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lloyd. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Hall. All alone, and it's good on the way in.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
It's a 6-point game from deep three-point land. Lloyd can't hit.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Howard can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Horde. Sinks the triple.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on it.
They set the pick. Outside Howard. Horde grabs the board. Howard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Out to the right wing for 3. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Howard.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
From the arc. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Lloyd the pass to Horde. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. Shoots the 3. The shot misses. It's 2-on-1. Here's Luwawu. And the 3 off target. Pass to Horde. Driving inside.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Bounce pass Howard. Here's Luwawu. Nailed from three-point land. Luwalu's got 6.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest 3-pointer you can imagine.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And really deep 3 that time.
3.
Lloyd's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out to the right wing. Rebounded by Monecki. Saski. Good on the 3-point shot. 8 points for him.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Up 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Releases. And he goes in for the dunk.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
There's a screen. No good from outside. Over to the left wing. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Jock.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And the three ball is good. Baldwin's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Lets it go with a three. That shot off the mark. Drills it from outside.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
It's deflected. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in the single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Jock. Here's the break. Here's Baldwin. Yaramaz. Off target with his three. Puts up a deep three. They get it again. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's the three. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. 1:51 left in the first half. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Count it good. Here's Baldwin. He has 5. Pass to Jock. Launches it. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
43 seconds left now here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. Pass to Gabriel to the left side wing. Here's Randolph. Banked in off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the drive.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Gabriel. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. They get it back. Shot kicks to Baldwin. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Up 10. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that. And with the playoffs, and that concludes.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Now here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. And Luwawu gets it to go.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Lloyd can't hit. Lloyd's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Fires the three. Rebounded by Lloyd. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Lloyd's got 9.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Howard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jokibitis had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 11.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Howard. He's off on that one. Here's Lloyd. He's got 11. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Horde. No good on the quick three. Pass to Hall. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Good on the triple. Luwalu's got 6 here in this quarter.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Back to Howard. Misses the 3.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Here's Horde. Good on the three-point shot. Horde's got 8 points.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Howard. Nails the baby hook.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
From deep three-point territory. And it's Howard again missing.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Pass to Lloyd. Three-pointer. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Sedekursky's. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 4th assist in this one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. .104 left to play in the 3rd. Clock at 6. Here's Lloyd. He's got 14. The rebound by Luwawu.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. But I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
And that one's good. Lloyd.
3 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the 2nd.
Here's Howard. Buries it down low. Howard's got 12 in the game.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Pass to Lloyd. 24 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Lloyd. And the basket is good. 10 points for him.
Nice touch there near the hoop. Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Pass to Lloyd for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Lloyd's got 14 points here in the 2nd half.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And that does it for the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. He takes it in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your home team.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Randolph looking around. From outside, off the mark. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Baldwin. On the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
All sorts of time. Here's Jupp, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
To halt the run, nailed from three-point land.
3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Randolph to the left wing. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Jop. Jop's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Randolph grabs the board. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Jop. He's covered by Randolph. They set the screen. Pass to Jop. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jop's got 4 points in the quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Puts up a deep 3. Baldwin can't get it to go. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. The quick look, no good that time. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Right side, Randolph. No good again that time. Randolph's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Baldwin. His 3-pointer's off the mark. To the wing on the left. Outside, Randolph. Pass to Gabriel. Back to Randolph. Shoots the 3. That doesn't go either for Randolph. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Baldwin. Fires from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he drops the first.
To the away team.
So he gets them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Hall. Inside. Ball stolen. Here's Brazdakis. There's a screen. And it's off from three-point range. Hall passes to Baldwin. And he hits the jump shot.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
For three. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Soft touch off the glass. Takes the three. That one doesn't drop. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the basket by Smailagic.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Fires in the triple.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Baldwin. Can they get it? No good that time. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Smailagic. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Baldwin. Drains the triple. Baldwin's got 5 points.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Over to the left wing. Oh, got a piece of it. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And he's going for the lob. Throw it down on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And there's the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they're going in the wrong direction. The good news, it's still super early in the season. Lots of games still to be played and lots of time to flip the switch.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter of the game. Poke loose. Pass to Smailagic. And he drives in. The shot's good. 5 points in the game.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Drops in the 3.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Missed inside.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Here's Luau Cabarro, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Takes a 3. Manecki with a rebound. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's Baldwin. 3-pointer off the mark. Baldwin's gone 2 of 5 tonight. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Over to the wing. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Villanobas taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Lets it fly. Brosdakis with the rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 7. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
From the arc. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Mitchell, the pass to Servetus. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. It's intercepted. Here's Mitchell. Up and in on the layup. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to oh, man. Whoa! Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Now Howard. No points yet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Servetus. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Now here's Mitchell. Wallace outside. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Howard. To the right side. Three-pointer. They get it back. Pure from three-point range. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Guarded by Howard, and he gets that one.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Stolen by Mitchell in transition. Here's Wallace. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Fires the three, and that one's good. Servetus has got 8 here in this quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Pass to Howard. Watch by Wallace. That one goes. Count it. .125 left in the first half. Outside Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Servetus, the pass to Mitchell. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Servetus. Give him 8. Just 5 to shoot. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Here's Howard. Basket counts. Howard's gotten his first bucket of the night. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And that one's good.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Wallace has gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left in the second. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Wallace taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. Pass to Hall. Oh, swiped away. And here's the fast break. Here's Servetus from deep. He buries it from 3. Servetus has got 11 points in the quarter.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Maneki. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the visiting team. That does it for half.
And so that's the end of the first half. Up by 15. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Baldwin, the pass to Hall. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
To the left wing. Here's Smilagic. Off target from 3-point range. Smilagic gone just 1 for 4 from deep. From behind the arc. Smilagic grabs the board. Here's the break. And he nails the open triple off the break. 11 points in the game.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Francisco. First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. No coverage that time. Baldwin's got 8.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Buries it from 3. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lets it fly. Smilagic grabs the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
The offensive rebound. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
It's good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Here's Baldwin. Knocks it down from distance. Baldwin's got 9 points in the quarter.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Pass to Smilagic. Fast break. Here we go. Here's the Wawu Cabarro. Drains the wing trade. He's got 5.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Smilagic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. Drills it from deep. He's got 21.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back. trying to carry them to the W.
Here's Manecki driving in.
Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that? Wow.
Man.
And that will play over and over again in the highlights.
Look at this crowd. They can't believe what they just saw.
I wonder how long he's worked on that. First, you got to think it up. Then you got to bring it to reality.
Hall passes to Luau Cabarro. Fires for three. Hits the trifecta. Luau Cabarro's got 8.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12. Here's Baldwin. 14 points for him. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Baldwin's got 11 in the second half.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Lets the 3 fly. Manecki with a rebound. Manecki's got 5 rebounds tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hall. Here's Manecki. Launches a 3. Razdakis with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Smilagic. The 3 is up. He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. From deep 3-point range, he can't get that one to fall. Here's Servetus. From the wing. Out left to the wing. Here's the 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Check by Mitchell. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Servetus with a rebound. Wallace with it. Driving to the basket, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
No good. Unable to win this run.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Number 2. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for your home team, Marcus Luau.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Servetus. Nails it from 3. Servidis has got 22.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Outside Mitchell. This one for three. Drains the triple.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Servidis. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Kept alive. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. A deep three. And he can't get that one. And here's Wallace. A minute 6 left in the game. Fires away from way outside. No good there. There's a screen. 4-3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. Tries to keep it alive. Luwawu-Cabarrot with the rebound. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Now Wallace. Clock at 4. Fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Ja. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Connects from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Launches a three. Rebounded by Lloyd. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Lloyd can't hit.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Smailagic. No good with the triple. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Ford. Gabriel, and that one is hammered home.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Brasdeikis gets it to go. Brasdeikis has got 6 points. Brasdeikis has gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Pass to Hort. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Lloyd. Stolen away.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
A 3-ball to the left side wing. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's the 3. Rebounded by Smilagic. Lloyd's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Ulanovas lays it up off the glass.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Here's Gabriel. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. There's 1:17 left in the first.
Home team foul. Lloyd. First personal foul. First team foul.
.11 left in the first quarter of the game. He takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Lloyd. Here's Hort. To the inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 3. Offensive rebound. Right wing. Here's Cohen. Hits the 3-point bomb. 8 points for him.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
It's deflected.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Jokubaitis got a hand on it. Here's Brasdeikis. Hands it from downtown. Brasdeikis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And he makes good on the layup. And here is Wallace. Takes the 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Randolph looking around. Into the lane, and Randolph throws it down.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Back to Wallace. Brown. Wallace covering. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Off target from outside.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Wallace covering. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shot's good by Zalgiris.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
And stolen by Wallace. And here's the fast break. Butkevicius. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
The three. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Zalgiris. They get it back. Kicks it out to Mitchell. From beyond the arc and then some. Mitchell's got himself on the board with 3 there. 1:52 left to play here in the half. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Can't tie it up as that one misses. Zalgiris has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. There's the triple. Offline with his 3. Lets it go from deep. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. 1:03 left in the second quarter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, you always want to pass the ball up court on the break. Normally leads to easy points, and we all know those are hard to come by.
Knocks it loose. Wallace with the ball. Guarded now by Randolph. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Fires from deep. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, just a good job here in the second. Pounding it inside, getting good looks right at the basket. A big reason why they're in front.
It's a close game here in Philadelphia. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Takes a 3. The shot will not fall. Here's Zalgiris. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up one. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
You take a look at the visitors. They've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together. They play for one another. I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no work. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Cohen in at the power forward. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Lloyd. Drills the three-pointer. Lloyd's got 6.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Shoots. Gabriel with the rebound. Gabriel's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Ward's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Ulanovas. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Jokubaitis, there's the drive. Makes it off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
The tray. Here's Ward. Pass to Gabriel. 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way up.
Well, credit the screen there, stringing him loose for the finish.
Here's Brazdakis. He's got 9. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Away team foul. Francisco. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Jokubaitis plays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And it's Brazdakis missing. Here's Horn. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Out to the right wing. Beyond the arc. Gabriel with the rebound.
Away team foul. Francisco. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Takes it inside.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Lloyd.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Jokubaitis. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, he's a bit of a microwave. He can heat up instantly, and he's cooking tonight.
Launches from deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Pass to Gabriel. Here's Lloyd. All by himself. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Jokic scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Ford's gone 1 of 4 so far. Pulls up for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
And there's the drive. To the left wing. Lloyd the pass to Cohen. And he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead. And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Here's Horde. Here's Lloyd. Good, nice job down low. Lloyd's got 5 points in the quarter.
An old school finish there with the finger roll. You gotta be committed to a move like that, and he was.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4.
Away team foul. Wallace. First personal foul. First team foul.
Banked in off the glass.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
3-pointer. The shot, no good. Zalgiris has gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Wallace covering. With some arc. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. On Tuesday, then on Sunday.
At the line for your home team.
And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
There's the pick. Shoots it. They get the rebound.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Zalgiris. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your home team. Number.
So he gets them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Zalgiris has gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land. Wallace covering. To the right side. From deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Fires for 3. Zalgiris, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Launches it. No good on that one. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Down low. Wallace covering. It's stolen. And here we go. Here's Servetus. Hits it from three-point range.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
2 minutes. Away team foul. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. And no good that time. Here's Wallace. And he lays it straight in. Wallace has gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Maccabi. Wallace covering. Pass to Horde. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell sets the screen for Wallace. And the jam by Wallace.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Here's Lloyd. 4 on the shot clock. Oh, good on the triple.
This has reached desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
.41 seconds left in the game. Driving in. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both. Joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Baldwin in at the point guard position. The three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Jokubaitis. And he makes it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yes, it's good. He's got 5.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Oh, ripped away. Fires from deep. Manecki with a rebound. And they're on the run. Throws it up high.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Just over a minute and a half in. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Baldwin.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Pass to Horde. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Sinks the tray.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Out to the right wing. Oh, deflected. In transition, here they come. Here's Manecki. And that misses. That would have put him up. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Number 14.
Good on both. Here's Baldwin. Banked it in off the glass. Baldwin's got 5 points. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Jokubaitis drops in the layup for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. Puts up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Give him 8. 1:36 left in the opening quarter. Here's Lloyd. The three ball. The shot won't fall.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Jordan Lloyd. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baldwin. Give him 8 points now. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. The three. It's not going to go for him. And they're pushing it up. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Baldwin's got 3 threes to go so far. Jokubaitis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Gets the three ball to go.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Lloyd. Lets it go from deep. They get it again to the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And just a beautiful looking shot from long range.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 13. Pass to Manecki. Here's Baldwin. Here's Luau Cabarro. Off target with the 3. Here's Lloyd. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They're up by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And there it is for him.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
Away team foul. Yarmaz. First personal foul. First team foul.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Howard's shot's good.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Guarded by Howard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
On Thursday, and then on Tuesday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
From deep three-point land. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. And they're running. Count that one.
You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense, and an easy 2 points on the board.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. And here comes the break. Here's Randolph. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Now here is Howard. Tightly guarded. That one falls. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter. Howard's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Fires in the triple.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
From downtown. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Randolph gets the bucket.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Misses the wing 3. And it's been tough going for their half-court offense.
Yeah, this defense is in their heads, anticipating their every move.
Howard's shot's good.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Pass to Gabriel. They set the screen. Blocked! 3 minutes of action thus far in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Beyond the arc. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Five to shoot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
43 seconds left in the second quarter. The 3 on target from range.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. 7 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Randolph. With 4 on the clock. And that one is hammered home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Got it up. The shot off that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around? And let's jump back now to our featured game. What a tight one so far for the home team.
They're big.
Thanks, as always.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Baldwin. He takes it in. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And it's Manecki in at the 4. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's the fast break for the lead. That shot off. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He's got 9. Here's Baldwin. 15 points in the game. Gets the 3 to fall.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's Ward. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. And that one is stuffed right through. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Here's Lloyd. That 3's off the mark.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
The quick look, no good that time. Inside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Out to the wing. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. From behind the arc. That shot, no good. Luwawu-Cabarrot has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. They set the pick. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And they're on the break. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
2 minutes.
Pass to Horde. There's 1:54 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Hits the 3-pointer. Luwawu-Cabarrot's got his second basket on the night.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Jokubaitis.
On the defensive end, much more energy and effort since halftime. They're making their opponents work for every look. Great job by this coaching staff.
Sinks it from distance.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Lloyd. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Lloyd's got 6.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Horde. 3-pointer. A shot that time, not on target.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Luwawu-Cabarrot, no good.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And that one's good. Horde. 6 points for him.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Lloyd. He's got 6. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
They set the pick to the paint. Here's Hall. 3 seconds left. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Pass to Randolph. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. That one drops. He ties it up. Out left to the wing. Here's Howard. Randolph grabs the miss.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Howard in the high post. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown.
Cool.
Number 45. First personal foul. First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. He drops it from range.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And they have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Guarded by Howard. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
From deep. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Off target from outside. They set a pick. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Jop. Snatched away. Here's Lloyd to the inside. To the wing on the left. It's stolen. Here's the break. There's Howard with the three. That's miss number 5 on the night. 6 for 11 now. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Pass to Jop. Howard with the ball. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Counted from distance. Howard's got 7 now in this quarter.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Launches it, knocks down the long J.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Clock at 6. Fires from way outside. No good. Over to the left wing. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes a 3. That shot off the mark. Here's Lloyd. Up again.
Number 14.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Howard. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Horde. From deep three-point land. And nails the trade. 7 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Jop. From the elbow. No good. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on